before continuing, there's a group out there, next category or section, there's a group out there, people called deists and deism. So theism, you take out the T and H and you put a D. Deism. And deism is interesting because they're not atheists. What are they? They are people who believe in the existence of a creator, but the creator and the creation don't have a relationship. You see, very, very important. Deists, they believe God exists. Either he created the universe, right? But he has no interaction between us or the creation and the creator. There's no interaction, no relationship. Therefore, they don't believe in the revelation, the ibadah, the worship. They just believe he created and he left. Okay, that's called deist. So are deists atheists? No. But are they theists? No. Right? Why? Because a theist believes in a creator who has certain sifat, attributes, and has alaqah, he has a relationship with the creation. You see? There's one study they found, many Muslims in Turkey, a lot of youth in Turkey, were turning toward deism as a way to live their own life, but not get the stigma attached to atheism. Pay attention. Deism is a cop-out, logically, because we asked the deist, how did you get to believe God exists? Because of the beautiful hikmah of the universe. Then from the hikmah of Allah, there has alaqah, relationship with the creation. So it's a very weak, that's the weakest argument. If you got to prove Allah's existence by His universe, that means Allah's also gonna, by His wisdom, reveal to us what to do. So you see, it makes no sense. You can't get that far and not finish the argument. Keep going. But a lot of the youth today, that's a lot of them where they're going. Even some of the biggest philosophers, they did that. Out of fear, not fear, maybe out of ignorance of other religions, they just say, okay, at least God exists. So therefore, when you're talking to people, it's not sufficient. Someone says that. Pay attention to this. And sisters, today someone will say, I proved Allah exists. If he doesn't believe in Tawheed al-Ibadah, what's the fa'idah? What's the benefit? Allah exists. And because He exists, you have to worship Him, thank Him, Ibadah. So we can see deism is better than atheism, but still not theism. Okay? And why is it problematic? Imam Ibn Qayyim, he writes in Dawah Dawa, and also Miqriz in Tajreed, Tawheed Mufid, that the origin of shirk and the principle of it goes back to ta'til. Something beautifully about our deen. The atheist and the deist, they all do ta'til. Ta'til means denial, right? So Ibn Qayyim said ta'til is either ta'til of denial of the creation or from its maker. So pay attention. All shirk goes back to the essence of shirk is ta'til, denial. So one type, you deny the creator. Who's that? That's atheist, right? Outright. Second group, the ta'til of the creator from his sanctified perfection. Means you deny the creator of his attributes, perfection. That's also a type of shirk. The third one, ta'til in interaction with him in terms of the obligations on the servants, which is the essence of Tawheed. See Ibn Qayyim where he says, the atheist does ta'til, shirk, because he cut off Allah from His creation altogether. Next one, someone who cut off Allah from His attributes, beautiful attributes. Third one is a deist. He cut off Allah from interacting with His creation, which is the essence of ibadah. Al-amr wal-nahi. What is wahi again? What's revelation? Commandments and prohibitions. What does that mean? Allah reveals. Allah speaks to us. Allah takes care of us. The deist says Allah exists, but that's it. He's on his own. I'm on my own. He's a mushrik. I told you, we have to understand what shirk is. Shirk doesn't mean only this. Shirk bi ta'til, all atheists are under there. So from this summary of this section now, a deist is better than an atheist. But he's still not a theist. Okay? Because he believes in the creator, but not the tawheed. Be careful, because some will say, you're right, your arguments make so much sense. But salah, no, I don't pray. See, it's a cop-out. We tell, wait, you didn't finish that. You really don't believe that. Second thing we have to say, deists, like atheists, are mushrikun, polytheists. You see, this is the shirk today's time. How are they shirk? How are they mushrikun, guys? Number one, they cut off Allah from His creation. So they say Allah exists, He created us, and that's it. So what is Allah doing? You live your life, Allah does what He does. He does what He does, and we do what we do. That's type of shirk. Ta'til, Ibn Qayyim says. Second way that deist is a mushrik, a polytheist, is that they direct their whole lives towards themselves and not Allah. If the deist says God exists, He has a wonderful wisdom in the universe. Why don't you thank Him for that wonderful wisdom? Shirk, fil qasd wal niyyah. We talked about this before. Today, all isms who are not Islamic, they fall into that shirk. Shirk wal qasd wal niyyah. What does that mean? قُلْ إِنَّ صَلَاتِي وَنُسُكِي وَمَحْيَايَ. Say my slaughter, my prayer, my life, my death, all for Allah. Deist, my whole life's for me. Anta mushrik. You're a mushrik also. For niyyah wa qasd. When you pray, you don't pray. When you eat, you don't eat halal. You do whatever you want. You don't wake up, no salah, fajr, wala shay. He's a mushrik. A lot of people today, feminists, secularists, whoever, mushrikun, fi niyya wa qasd. Because everything that was ibadah belongs to them now. So you can see now, deism is better but not good enough. And the reason I'm saying that is because when you talk to people, you're trying to also in your head figure out where are they? Are they atheists? Okay, atheist 3 category. Are they deists over here? Are they theists over there?